Hello, and welcome to Bridges and Beacons, our midweek devotional where we think and discuss about what it means to be a bridge for Christ and a beacon of His love. Today, we're joined at home by member Becky Colburn, and we're so excited to have her join us and talk a little bit about her journey and being a part of us. So grab a cup of coffee and join us for the conversation. Hey Becky, it's really good to see you. I'm really glad that you were able to join us. How are you?
Yes, great. Thank you for having me.
Let's start off with a question, just thinking through what led you to DPC, your whole family.
So, a little bit about our family, the Colburn family. I am Becky. My husband is Chet, and we have two little boys. And I think what made us fall in love with DPC was meeting the Scholes, Art and Lindsay. We were living at Carversville at the time, and they weren't too far away living at the farm, and we instantly became friends. And it kind of turned out we got pregnant at the same time and had boys all at the same time. And it was a very special journey to be on together at that time. We did join in 2017, and what has made us stay, I think, is the people. I think it's a beautiful community. I think they're so giving, and I've really fallen in love with the MOPS group and that wonderful group of moms. And I just feel it's a beautiful community that really gives back and welcomes people.
That's great to get to know a little bit more about how your family joined us. Well, since you've been here, has there been a particular, funny moment that you can think of that you want to share with us?
My husband Chet is part of the Dads group, and their little Pints with Pastor outing, I think, was absolutely adorable and hilarious. So,
in this season of Bridges and Beacons, we're asking these newer members to think through what it does mean to be a bridge for Christ and a beacon of His love, and how that might come about as a more meaningful style of faith. And so we asked Becky, what is a meaningful faith response that you've had in this season?
I really think we strive to look for, how can we give back? How can we give to those in need? And I think DPC does a wonderful job of that. I really have enjoyed, the food drive on Sunday, volunteering at that, and my boys just got to sing in the Sunshine Singers with Miss Jerry. Yeah. So things like that have been really wonderful and meaningful to us.
What does following the example that Jesus has given us mean to you?
You learn as a child, that Jesus welcomes all and is giving to all, and welcomes the children and wants the children by Him, and welcomes the sick. And those are all things that have always stood out to me, that everyone is welcome. Be kind to everyone, and that's what holds true for for my faith and what the Word of God means to me, right?
Can you think of a time when you have experienced compassion, maybe a time that has really stayed with you?
It's funny because I thought about this, and then my husband just came in when he knew I was going to do this, and he said the exact same things I was going to say, which when this little guy was born, he was very, very, very sick, to the point where we didn't know if he was going to make it. He was in the NICU, and it was a very hard time for us, a very, very, very difficult time. And one day, Pastor John just appeared at Abington NICU, and we were so touched because, we don't get to go to church every Sunday. We had a little 2-year-old, and for him to just show up there without really knowing us and us not being extremely involved in the church, we were so touched by that. It's something we think about all the time. It truly meant so much to us in that very, very difficult time in our lives. And then also during that time, the church did this meal train for us, and we were so touched. Like I said, we were new. We didn't really know many people, and there were the Scholes, and I remember Marie and Jenny Baker, all these people were dropping off food or gift cards for us when this little guy was born and came home, and it truly meant the world to us. It was so special. And I also think that's, you know, a lot of the reason we stayed, because it was just so beautiful for these people that, you know, were strangers to us to really be there in that, I mean, extremely difficult time of our lives. So that's us. I want to say thanks for listening. Say goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Candy.
Becky, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an honor to get to know you a little bit more and your family and what your faith truly means to you. And thank you for joining us as we think more clearly about what it does mean to be a bridge for Christ and a beacon of his love. As we hear from others' examples, we might also show that compassion somewhere else. Where might you do that this week?